Hey guys, today we're back with another verses review, and today on the channel we'll be doing possibly one of the most requested verses videos I've ever had or ever seen, and that is the Smith & Wesson 686 versus the Colt Python. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again, today we'll be doing the versus video on the Smith & Wesson 686 357 Magnum with a 6-inch barrel. This is a 686-2 versus the Colt Python 6-inch 357 Magnum. This is a 1988 year model, and both guns are in immaculate condition. Both guns are beautiful. Both guns have the target grips on them. So let's go ahead and jump into this review. First off, guys, will be pretty much let's do how they look. Sorry for that pause. The Colt Python has the 6-inch ventilated barrel on top with the wood grips. Most of these guns actually come with the Colt. Let's see here they are with the Pacmar grips. This is 150th anniversary grips, but I got the target grips for this one, so they could I love how the way they look and everything. So get a good look at this one. And also, if you recognize that this is the Rick Grimes Colt Python. This is exactly 1-to-1 replica that he carries, and that's pretty much the main reason that I bought it for. Go ahead and sit it down. This one has the full underlug also, and the full top rail, no ventilation or anything in it. Also has the target grips. These are a little bit more laminated. I think they're a little bit better looking than these grips. I'm kind of biased because this is one of my favorite pistols of all time, just because of The Walking Dead. So I'll try and keep this review as unbiased as possible, but it's going to be a little bit hard to do. But for how they look and everything, I would give the winner to the Colt Python, just because of the ventilated barrel, how iconic this is, and the target hammer on the back. I love that. The wood grips, though, if I do say so myself, I like the way the Smith & Wessons look a little bit better than the Pythons. But for both of them, they're both beautiful revolvers. But overall winner, I would give to the Colt Python. For ease of use, we have which one is easier to cock, which one's easier to pretty much manipulate. Talking about how you throw the cylinder out and everything. On this one right here, you have a standard sized hammer, so a little bit harder to fully cock. You have to get a full grip on it. But now how you release this is you push in the cylinder release and then push out. So on the Pythons, that a lot of people know, you have to actually pull this back and then push out. So you can't, it's a little bit harder. You have to change your hand grip to do it. And with the Smith & Wesson, you don't have to. You just got to push forward on this, pop it out, throw it forward, throw the new ones in it, and push it together. So on ease of use, you have the ease of the Smith & Wesson with the push forward, but you have the lot bigger hammer spur on the Python, which is something I love about it. But you can also get a bigger hammer spur for this one. So overall, on the ease of use, I'll give it to the Smith & Wesson 686. Shootability. Both guns are very, very accurate. Both guns are more accurate than I will ever be. I think personally, though, the more accurate gun is the Colt Python. These guns was known back in the day for the accuracy of them. They're supposed to have a cylinder that is bank vault tied, I think is what they called it. And whenever it drops, and as you can see right now, it has zero play in it. With this gun, whenever it shoots and locks, it still has a slight bit of play, barely any bit, but it's still a very good built gun all around. But for what it is, the Pythons was known for their accuracy. And for shootability, I will also give it to the Python. Now, which one is smoother? We're going to be running into a little bit of a dark area. The Pythons was known to be hand fitted, and how smooth the double action, single actions on them was. A stock Smith & Wesson 686 is not going to be nowhere near as smooth as a Colt Python. But now this one right here, It has had a trigger job to it and and pretty much all internals has been polished. This one, being honest with you, actually has a better double action than this Python does. Single action is really good too. If I'm not mistaken, this one right here also has a better single action than the Python. For some reason, I don't know, that single action feels really good on this one. I'd probably give the double action on this one to the Smith & Wesson and the single action on this one, but for some reason, I don't like the double action on the Pythons. I might be one of the only people in history to not like it, but I feel like the 686 has one continuous smooth pull to it, and it doesn't get heavier or lighter anywhere in it. And the Python at first is lighter, but then right here, as you can see, gets a little bit heavier, and I don't much care for that. Like I said, I might be one of the only people ever in history to say that the double action on a Python is not the best. But for this Smith & Wesson, now a stock Smith & Wesson is not going to be nowhere as near, and it would be the Python all day long. But now for this, what this Smith & Wesson has had done to it, it has the best double action I've ever felt on a revolver. But so for that one right there, we want to kind of give it a tie, I guess. But if you were looking at stock weapons, the Python would be beating it all day. Let's see here. Let's go to actual price. The Smith & Wesson 686, if you're looking for a new one nowadays, you're going to be looking about $600 to $700. If you're looking for a pre-locked, which is one like this one right here without the Hillary hole, I guess is what a lot of people call it, you're going to be looking about $800 to $850. That's about right, about $800, $850. Now on the Colt Python, whenever they first come out, you was looking about $200 more than the Smith & Wesson 686. But now that they're not being made anymore, a Colt Python will now run you, this one right here exactly will be $3,000. Without box or anything, it'll be $3,000. With box and everything else, you're looking about $4,000. But now you're looking maybe around $2,000 for the blue Pythons, maybe $2,500 for the nickel, just depending on what variant and everything. That has a lot to do with it. But for what these are now, this is a $3,000 pistol. That's exactly what they're going for all day long, is $3,000. And like I said, with this gun right here, you're looking at, I paid $500 for this gun. I got a really good deal on Gun Broker, so don't be looking to pay $500 for this gun, because you probably won't. It was just a little scuffed up here and there, but now I've done some polishing to it, and it looks absolutely perfect. But now, you're looking $500 versus $3,000. I could buy, 6 of these for the price of this one. So is this gun 6 times worth this one? We'll get into that here in a minute. So guys, I guess we'll go ahead and get into the last thing, and that's bang for your buck. Like I said, $500 for this gun, which you're going to be looking to pay about around $800 for it normally. So more than likely, you can get 3 to 4 of these for the price of this one. But if you look at the good deal I could have got 6 of these for the price of this one. But now, is this gun worth $3,000? To me, and y'all know how big of a fan of The Walking Dead I am. I've even got the full setup and everything for it. But to me, no, it's not. And I hate to say that, because this has been a pistol that I've looked forward to getting for 9, 10 years now, right at 10 years. It'll be 10 years in 2020, so 9 years right now. And I'm not going to say I'm dissatisfied in it, because it is kind of everything I've ever wanted whenever it comes to pistols, but it's not worth the $3,000. It really isn't worth the $3,000, especially whenever I can take this gun right here and do just as good, and in some scenarios better with it than this one. I'm being straight up honest with you guys. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate over it, but to me, for you bang for your buck and everything, if these guns was the same price now, I'd be picking the Python, just because I love the look, the history behind the Python and everything. But now, straight up in today's market in 2019, almost 2020, I'd say Smith & Wesson all day long. This gun right here is possibly 1.5 to 2. I mean, this gun right here might be 1.5 times better than this gun just because of the ventilated barrel and like the hand fit and everything. But this isn't a $3,000 pistol. This is not worth $3,000. I don't feel like there's $3,000 being put into this gun whenever it comes to how well it's made and everything. So guys, I hope I didn't step on anybody's toes or anything, but now you all want my honest opinion and I always give it to you. But guys, for the money and everything else included, I give the winner to the 686 all day long. But guys, I appreciate y'all viewing. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see you all in the next video.